I'm Cape Joel, and this is The Rack Attack, a brand new show where I plan to bring you 5 of my favorite comics from the week that was, so you, the viewer, know what to pick up. And first up on my list this week, I have Uncanny Inhumans #1.
Love them or hate them, the Inhumans are very much here to stay. People often ask me, hey Joel, do you think Marvel is burying the mutants in favor of the Inhumans? And the answer to that is, well, yes, they kind of are. But you know what, unlike a lot of the post-Secret Wars books, Uncanny Inhumans #1 does a great job getting new readers up to speed on the team and why they should really care about them. Black Bolt and his group are trying to learn more about their ancient Kree-connected ancestors, only to be more or less time travel cock-blocked by the evil Kang the Conqueror, who's mad at Black Bolt for breaking a deal the two men had made prior to hide Black Bolt's son from the incoming incursions. Black Bolt also just so happens to be rocking a brand new awesome armored costume, which I cannot help but feel is probably gonna be what he looks like in the movie once that happens. While all this is going on, Medusa and her team also managed to do some great stuff this issue, while the team has gotten even bigger since last we saw them, including a brand new Inhuman from Mumbai. What sets the Inhumans apart from the X-Men, in my mind at least, is while the mutants always speak to the whole civil rights allegory, the Inhumans stress the whole immigrant allegory, and I think that's kinda cool, especially because they're so situated in New York like they are. Did I also mention Medusa just so happens to be dating the much younger Johnny Storm of the Fantastic Four? Oh, how scandalous. Black Bolt is none too happy about this.
Next up on our little rundown, we have ourselves Batman and Robin Eternal #3.
DC's weekly events have been hit or miss with me. Batman Eternal was cool but spun its wheels for way too long. World's End was interesting but broke the flow of the Earth 2 books, and Future's End, well, that one was just a sin against good taste, and the less we talk about that one, the better. Luckily, 3 issues into Batman and Robin Eternal, this book seems to be doing everything right. There's a youthful exuberance in the story about these younger heroes working together to overcome a shadow enemy known as Mother who can control people's minds, and I really enjoy that. This series also marked the return of DC fan favorite Cassandra Cain, and she melts hearts in this panel right here wherein she shows the 3 former Robins just how well she knows them and their character. Plus, there's the whole flashback story that's going on right now about Dick Grayson's first clash with a supervillain, and the whole, fear of not being good enough to fill the role of Robin. It's good stuff.
Next up, he's not the regular Ant-Man anymore. Oh no. We have the Astonishing Ant-Man #1.
Nick Spencer's last Ant-Man run, which ran for about long enough for the trade to come out in time for the movie, was one of the coolest, freshest, and damn funniest comics I had read in a very long time. So I was pleased that this new #1 doesn't miss a beat at all. Like Uncanny Inhumans, the book does a good job getting new readers up to speed on everything that's been happening in Scott Lang's work life and his personal life. We also get a new version of the villainous power broker, and Darren Cross struggling with his newfound Pym particle heart that causes him to grow and shrink with his emotions. All in all, this is a very solid start, and if you wanted to see my full review of the comic, you can check that one out in the link right here over at the Comic Book Cast 2 channel.
Next up, they're splendid, they're stupendous, they're the Secret Six, and I have issue #7.
It's no secret, pun most definitely intended, that I love me some Gail Simone and I love me some D-list supervillains. They are my crack, which makes Secret Six my addiction. The newest issue kicks off a brand new storyline involving the magical side of the DC universe and how Black Alice's actions have had a ripple effect in them. This book has a dozen amazing cameos and some truly heartwarming stuff too, with Catman attempting to bring his ragtag team of outsiders closer together. This one is just a real winner.
And rounding out the Rack Attack for this week, we have Marvel's 1872 #4.
I get the very strong feeling this Jerry Duggan Secret Wars tie-in was the best book no one was reading. Getting to see classic Marvel heroes and villains reimagined as Wild West archetypes was inspired. Red Wolf really proves himself to be a character to watch in this all-new different Marvel universe, and considering that he's getting a solo series of his own, well, it's no wonder why. This book gives us the heroic sacrifice of Doc Banner, an absolutely awesome action scene involving the super sick steampunk Iron Man, and even a little stinger involving Wild West versions of Deadpool and Father Frank Castle. Now, there's no telling whether or not they plan to come back to this book and tell more stories with the Wild West Avengers, but I know if they did, I would be the first in line to read it.
Well, there you have it, the inaugural episode of The Rack Attack. This is a show I've wanted to do for a very long time. Now, if you like what you see, by all means, sound off in the comment section down below, and I will see you all next time.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.